Daniels. Have you seen the Joseph Valtellini video, How to Beat Wonder Boy Thompson, on YouTube?
I have. Well, somebody sent it to me, and I just saw little clips of it. But
it's not an attack video, but he just makes the case that the way in which he was able to defeat Raymond Daniels in kickboxing is something that enough fighters don't use in MMA. I wonder what you make of the claim.
It was mostly has to do with pressure and leg kicks, for sure. You know, to slow the movement down. But like I said, me and Raymond Daniels, we totally have different styles. You know. So with the leg kicking, I mean, most everybody, whenever I fight, try to kick me in the legs. You know, Vicente Luque, Jeff Neal, Roy, I mean, everybody tries to take my legs out. And, you know, I just have a way that I can maneuver and, you know, block or evade those kicks. I mean, it's impossible to evade all of them, but that goes through that conditioning process you put yourself through when you get into this game. You know, taking those leg kicks from Chris Weidman, you know. So he kicks so hard he breaks his own leg. The dude hits like a truck, man. So I got big guys at home, high-level strikers that I you know, spar with. So yeah, man, it doesn't bother me one bit. But I think it's cool. You know, guys are trying to break us down.
Stephen, right over here. You seem more of a journey than destination guy for me. You speak with a lot of wisdom, but do you, at your age, feel like you're starting to think about what your legacy might be and almost feel pressure to put some final touches on it before the end?
Not at all, man, because as much as I'm growing right now and evolving in this game and getting better, like I feel like I'm 25 years old. You know, I feel great, man. My body feels good. My mindset is right. In my earlier days, like I said, I was more focused on just getting the title. And a lot of people who just focus on that aren't willing to do what it takes to get there. So, you know, after my losses, after me getting knocked out, you know, your mindset changes a little bit. It's more on bettering yourself, like I said, more on improving yourself. And with that kind of mindset and doing that, putting in the work and doing that, everything, like I said, will fall into place. That title will come.
What would you say is your secret for longevity, being that you're at an age that is uncommon in this division to be, you know, to be this elite at this point?
Yeah, I was kind of upset because for this fight, my medicals were tremendous. Like I had to do so much more stuff because I'm 38. Like, come on, man. I don't remember doing half the stuff a year ago that I'm doing now to be able to get this fight.
You're close to a prostate check, bro.
I know. Oh, not prepared for that. But I think for me, it's, you know, big thing for people who aren't in MMA. It's definitely staying healthy, man. I live a healthy lifestyle. I train every day. I teach the kids class. So they also have a crazy amount of energy they give to you and help you keep you young. But in training, man, it's training smart. You know, I've been to a lot of places where you step on the mat, you're fending for your life. You know, and that's not a fun place to train. You know, people lose their jaws, their chins, not in the fight, but in the gym. So we train smart. My dad, my pops have been training guys since, man, he's been fighting since the 70s, been training guys since the early 80s, and he knows how to do it. But, and take some time off, man. You gotta take some time off. Give yourself ample time to heal up, get your massage, get your chiropractic care, get your, you know, whatever it is to make you feel good, go do it. Have you a spa day or two. But it helps, man. And I think my style plays a lot in my longevity as well. I don't like getting hit. I don't know if anybody who does, but there's a lot of styles out there. It looks like the guy likes to get hit. And my movement and things like that definitely help evade or glance heavy shots off. My last fight, I had a big gash, but didn't take a whole lot of head trauma. So I've been knocked out once my entire career. Hopefully we keep it that way. But yeah, just that's my life, man.
You know, when you're as elite as you are, you have to be a perfectionist. So I know you're on top of everything. Do the Woodley fights eat at you in either a positive or negative way with this many years apart that you can either use for good, or does it, you know, eat away at you as a competitor?
To be honest, I don't even think about it. I don't even think about it. It's just one of those things, you know. I learned from it at the time. And in those losses, it's like, you know, why did I lose? Of course, that goes through your head, and you figure out what happened, and then you don't dwell on it. You just move forward. You go back and fix those mistakes that you made. And I don't think about it. I thought about getting knocked out. You know, why did that happen? Why did I not see that punch coming? You know, and made those changes. And sometimes it's one of those things that you can't even think about, like Chris Weidman's break. Why did that happen? You know, 1 in a million chances that happens to a guy that's happened 3 times in the UFC, and it's happened to him twice. Been a part of 2 of them. You can't make sense of it. So why sit there and dwell on it, you know? Whatever happens, happens, and you got to move forward. Stay positive, man. I keep a good set of people around me to keep me focused and slap me around when I'm not.
Hey, Greg, over here. When you initially called out Tuivasa on Instagram, what did you see about his game that you felt you would have advantages against?
None.
You were just interested in a slugfest?
I'm a savage. I went and sought out another savage that wanted to fight me, but didn't want to go lunging at my knees.
He's a different kind of savage, though, with the whole spitting in the shoe and drinking out of it. I'm looking for your reaction to that practice.
No, bro. Hygiene. We ain't drink. You know what? If I bounce his head off the octagon floor and he offers me a shoey, I'll sip it out of camaraderie. But that crap's nasty. Shout out to Australia. I respect what you guys do. That ain't how I roll, though. That's gross.
You mentioned the criticism that you've taken at different times by the media. Do you keep specific receipts, either for motivation or to want to come back at the end and prove people wrong?
Nah, that quitting thing just hurt me. I literally just heard it yesterday. I was like, and it wasn't even the fact that, I think Tai Tuivasa said it. And then some of the other, DC actually said it. He was like, dang, did you, like the fact that he asked the question, I was like, what? And the people believing it is what got to me, really. It was like, you guys have seen me time and time and time again, quarter after quarter after overtime, bleed for you guys. Like, why would you believe that?
You're on a different timeline than so many other fighters, obviously, because you came to the sport late and you got a celebrity name and all that. Do you feel any kind of pressure to avoid a loss here to go to a 500 record, that there's any kind of a quicker hook because your fights get much more attention than a guy with your number of fights typically gets?
I'm going to be 500 if I lose?
In the UFC, excuse me.
Man. Oh, no, I don't care. I'm not here to contemplate on losses. I'm here to which is why I was so upset. I'm here to put everything that I have in the ring. I'm here to entertain on the highest level. I could sit here and dance for you, give you the Sean O'Malley, like I'm gonna knock him out in 2. Even when I lose, I don't lose. But that ain't real, guys. I'm the every man's man. I'm the guy that came in here and didn't know anything and told you that I was gonna be here for a long time. And here I am.
Michel over here. The great showmen of this sport's history seem to have like the one moment, the Anderson Silva front kick against Belfort, the Showtime kick from Anthony Pettis. How badly do you want to get that one moment that people think about when they hear your name?
Até o momento, os maiores momentos mais famosos da história do UFC são o chute do Belfort no Anderson, o chute do Pérez, que ele apoia na grade, o chute, o Showtime kick. O quanto você deseja ter um momento desse registrado na história do UFC, talvez até o momento mais famoso?
Eu tenho muita coisa para mostrar dentro do UFC ainda. Tenho muitos golpes que eu inventei, muitos golpes novos para fazer. E eu creio que uma hora dessa vai acertar e vai ser um dos melhores nocaute aí da história do UFC. Então, a gente está batalhando para isso, a gente está treinando muito duro e se preparando muito duro para isso. Então, quem sabe aí, dia 10 de julho, a gente não consegue aí um nocaute histórico dentro do UFC.
That's what I want. So far, I've been working a lot with a lot of new skills, and I created a lot of punches and kicks actually. That maybe I'm going to perform. So maybe Saturday, 10th of July, I'm going to perform one of them, and hopefully one day I'm going to have one of the greatest knockout ever in UFC history.
In light of your comments about wanting to be a showman, even above winning sometimes, do you understand the flip side of that? That some people criticize you and say maybe you're not capitalizing completely on your ability because you love being a showman so much?
Por vezes você sempre falou a questão que o quanto você deseja ser um showman, às vezes até mais do que vencer uma luta. Mas você entende o outro lado disso, que às vezes muitas pessoas criticam o seu lado showman, talvez por você não capitalizar todo o seu potencial em ser um grande lutador. Você poderia até ser melhor se não fizesse isso.
Eu tenho uma teoria assim, que todo atleta que entra ali dentro do octógono, ele entra para vencer. Eu não preciso estar falando que eu quero vencer, que eu vou vencer. E por isso que eu vou por outro lado hoje. Muitos atletas se preocupam só em vencer e chegam lá e não fazem uma luta legal, os fãs faltam dormir quando estão assistindo a luta. Então é por isso que eu bato nessa tecla de dar show, de deixar os fãs felizes, de agradar os fãs, de agradar o público que está ali pagando o seu ingresso. Então eu prezo muito isso, por dar show e fazer com que a galera que esteja ali esteja feliz e goste de ver uma luta legal.
A lot of times you can see that fans are going to sleep when they watch fights. I don't need to tell you that I want to win the fight, because everybody who goes inside the octagon, everybody wants to win the fight. So that's why I keep telling that I want to be the showman, because I want to make sure the fans are going to be there to watch me, because they pay to watch pay-per-view, they pay to watch inside the arena. So that's how I respect them.
Ilia, just behind him here. For those of us who've never been, how popular in Georgia is MMA, we'd say, relative to other sports there?
It's getting every day more popular in Georgia and Spain, and I'm happy that I'm part of making the sport popular in the country.
It seems like in the last, 5 to 10 years, there's been an explosion of Georgian fighters. Was there some reason why it was the last 5 to 10 years or so? Hard to say.
I don't have any question for that.
How popular do you think it will be in 10 years in Georgia?
In 10 years it's going to be very, very popular, I think. I think it's going to be very, very popular, because they're going to have a champion there. So it's going to be popular, no doubt.